My esteemed viewers, kindly check your screen. 2 cattle rustlers have been arrested in Plateau State by the Nigerian soldiers. 2 of them have been arrested. Today, the 12th of September 2025, lovely Friday, September 12th, 2025. I gave you a news on Tuesday, September 9th, 2025, how the Herdsmen have been banned from using weapons. I gave you that information on Tuesday, and it is still there. In case you have not watched it, just go and watch it. The Herdsmen have been banned from using any kind of weapon, night grazing, and also interstate migration. I gave you that news on Tuesday, the 9th of September 2025. Today, Friday, the 12th of September 2025. Here is a breaking news. You have seen it right there on your screen. 2 cattle rustlers have been arrested by the Nigerian soldiers. It means that the enforcement have begun. I'm just saying, the enforcement have begun on the no weapon by the Herdsmen, and this should be a welcome development for all Nigerians. Every Nigerian should see this news as a welcome development. Every Nigerian should welcome this, because we have seen that the presidency is committed to the, what he said, the state police. When I gave you that news, that state police, presidency saying is committed, and I gave you a news from the north. Those who say, that you say they don't want state police. Before I go further, before I start my analysis, if you are joining me for the first time, you are just watching me for the first time, you are seeing me for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. As you are watching, be liking and be sharing, and also be dropping your comments on this particular news this lovely time. Friday, the 12th of September 2025. So as you are watching, just like and share and drop your comments. I like it when you drop your comments, but like and share to others. And also click the like button. All these things cost you nothing. Your fingertip, just click the like button and like and share. It costs you nothing. Let me start the analysis. When I gave that report, I saw many of my viewers who were doubting the veracity of the news. How sure are you, Mr. Iwan? When I give you news, I give you that information right there on your screen. And I've also put the information how the Herdsmen were banned. It is right there also on your screen. So it's coming from something, a particular news source. And we must welcome the idea of the presidency, because the banning of the Herdsmen, it is in the right direction. The banning of the Herdsmen, it is in the right, see, it is in the right direction for all Nigerians, that the Herdsmen have been banned from using weapons, whether AK-47, whether AK anything. It is for the interest of the indigenous Nigerians who own their land, who own their farms, and who are making legitimate source of living by themselves. Like I said, the Herdsmen too may have been infiltrated by people that have sinister motives. I gave you a news from Benue State. Former Reverend Father, who is a governor, earlier said that the Fulani who killed people in Benue are from Mali, and that they are not Nigerian Fulani. I've also put that information right there on your screen, so you are watching it now. That the Fulani who came to kill people in Benue State, they are not Nigerian Fulani, but they are from Mali. But this is the question: how do we differentiate them? How do we know the difference between the Nigerian Fulani and the Malian Fulani? These are the questions that are begging for answers. Because it is now, I wouldn't know. especially if they speak the same language. There is no way you would have known if they are speaking the same language. So in differentiating them, there may be how do I say, misunderstanding or what? Whether they are Mali Fulani, whether they are Niger, anywhere they come from, as far as they are having weapons, they must be arrested, which the soldiers in Plateau State have done. I remembered how I told all Nigerians that the issue of insecurity should not be taken as politics, that it should be taken seriously, and all Nigerians must back the military. I gave you that information that it is time for all Nigerians to back the Nigerian military. All Nigerians must pray for the success of the military. I gave you that information. Whether they are the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Air Force, the NSCDC, the police, we must pray for the success of the Nigerian military. Now listen, the forest guard in Enugu, and I gave you that information, I showed you their pictures, they have begun working. Because I insisted on that point, that step of restructuring, it is the only way out. Nigeria must be restructured for we to move forward. You cannot do something on nothing. It's not possible. So that restructuring will give the Nigerians and Nigeria as a country the right step in the right directions. So restructuring is sacrosanct. Nigeria as a country, we must restructure the nation, and it is important and it is very, very vital, very important, very vital. Let us have a restructured Nigeria where everybody have a sense of belonging. That is the only way out. A restructured Nigeria. The other time, our current VP, I don't know whether he's convinced about restructuring now, but the other time, there was an old video which he said, restructuring my foot. Now, this is his own opinion. President of VP now, Kashim Shettima, there's a video that he made that statement, that restructuring my foot. Now, whether he's convinced now under President Tinubu, I cannot, what I don't know, I can't just come to give you. But then that one is said previously. Oh, and there's Indigo, who are the mouthpiece of the Igbos. Afenifere, who are the mouthpiece of the Yorubas. There may be others. These are the major political, and major cultural mouthpiece of different region. Paul Indigo is the Igbo mouthpiece when it comes to political and social cultural discussions. Afenifere is the Yoruba own. Middlebelt form of the Middlebelt, all of them have said they want state police. I have mentioned these names. All of them have said that they want state police. So the South and the Middle Belt are now speaking with one voice on the issue of that state police. The South and the Middle Belt, they are saying, let us cooperate and have this. The state police. Now listen, when the Northern youth said they are against the state police, now we don't know why they said it, and we cannot prove for now because there's no. They just say that probably the governors may be they may have hijacked it and used it for their own advantage. But then when you look at other way around of this particular issue, now those may be negative, but the positive outweigh the negative. The positive outweigh the negative. The state police will ensure, like I said, the people of the place have someone in charge. You understand? So the issue of state police should not be taken as politics. And I've always said, Politics is one of the greatest problems in Nigeria. That issue of state police is what Nigeria should encourage. That yes, we want to see state police. We want every region to be managed by somebody from that particular place. So state police is sacrosanct now. I've been talking about state police quite for a very long time. That may I believe in a restructured Nigeria, in a nation that has regional form of government. That's my belief. That let us restructure this country. That is my belief. That's my belief. Only a mad person does the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Let us have a state police that the indigene comes from that particular region, wherever I find it. Because, like I said, now if you put somebody from the north now to Lagos, only maybe if you have stayed in Lagos or probably Ogun State or Osun State, but if you have not really stayed in Lagos, you bring him, the culture shock, the cultural differences. You understand what I'm saying? The same thing too, you bring somebody from maybe a Yoruba man that has not really stayed in the north, you take him to Katsina State. The culture shock, you understand what I mean? So the people are not the same. Yes, we are one Nigeria as a country, but the thinking, the mentality, the people are not the same. So there will be a culture shock for a new police commissioner to come from Yoruba land to maybe Katsina. Only probably if you have stayed in the north, or maybe maybe like Kano or Jigawa. The same thing, you cannot take an Igbo man too that have not stayed in the north. So a state police will ensure a community policing. Because I remember when I said that the federal government should increase the allocation for the police. I made that statement 2 weeks ago. So that we can see effective security. Effective security. Let the federal government, let them increase allocation for our Nigerian military. I said it. I remember when the veteran, our soldiers, when they were protesting, I said these men have served the nation. They have served with all their blood and tears. They have served Nigeria. These men deserve to be paid their pension. Our Nigerian soldiers, I said it. They have served the nation, defending Nigeria's territorial integrity. So you must pay them whatever accrues to them now they are old. So as to motivate the young ones who may be joining the military. I made that statement. Now listen. You knew, for example, look at the politicians. Look at the politicians in Nigeria. What value have they really brought to us? Are you comparing politicians to Nigerian soldiers? Or the Nigerian Air Force, or the Nigerian Navy, or the NSCs, or the police who have served the nation with their sweat and blood? So, but the politicians are enjoying. Our old men who have served the nation are there. I mean, old men who have served the nation are there. Down there. So these are vital issues. So when I put these issues come, let us have a conversation on them. It's not about you like it or not. So it should, because this should be a very, very good timing for Nigerian indigenous people, that the Herdsmen have been banned completely. The Herdsmen have been banned completely from using weapons. And like I said, that implementation matters. And it seems that the government are now beginning to find a way to implement it. It's not about just saying that we have been banned. It's about the implementation of it. And personally, listen to me. This news should come as a welcome development for all Nigerians. This particular news should be a welcome development, not missing. This particular news, all Nigerians must be very happy about it, because, like I said, how can you be selling cow and you have AK-47? There is an ulterior motive to these things, in our opinion. But then, kudos to the Nigerian army, the soldiers who arrested them. So if you are an S-man, start using cane. No more weapon. If you are an S-man now, start using cane. No more weapon again. No more weapon. Start using a cane to be driving your cow from state to state. No more weapon in the hands of any S-man again. The same for all Nigerians to pray for the Nigerian military. When I made that statement, maybe okay. The soldiers who are defending you against Boko Haram, you don't pray for them. No problem. The south is safe. Can you compare the south and the north in Nigeria? So the soldiers who are defending our integrity, defending Nigeria, pray for them. He said no problem. Pray for the Nigerian Force. He said no. I know they pray for that. Okay, pray for the Nigerian Navy. He said no. Pray for the NCDC. He said no. Pray for police. He said no. Okay, now who do you want to pray for? Who do you want to pray for? Is it this person I want to pray for? Pray for people who are committed to defend your integrity and support them and back them. What you're talking about, you support them, you back them, so they can be successful against the bandits, against the kidnappers, against the criminals, against the Boko Haram and all those likes. You must support them and back them as a true Nigerian, as a committed citizen. When I said that the Nigerian army must eliminate Bello Turji, he must go down. He must go down. There are no other two ways about it. Bello Turji must go down. There are no other two ways about it. Adu Alehu, those people that are destroying people's life in the north, all of them must go down. All of them must go down. When I made that statement, I saw some comments say, you see, some of you don't know what the Nigerian military people, what they are passing through. That is why it is our duty to pray for their successes and to support them. To arrest two commanders of terrorist cells, do you think it's easy? Now, one of them has been given 15 years imprisonment. To arrest commanders of Ansaru in Nigeria, Nigerian military did it. I gave you a breaking news earlier. How cattle rustlers were arrested in Plateau, 2 of them, by the Nigerian army. So the Nigerian military are working to ensure that the country is safe. And we must support them. I said, when Muhammadu Buhari is in Python dance in the eastern part of Nigeria, Python dance. Muhammadu Buhari, Python dance in the east. They didn't do the same Python dance in the north. In Igbo land, in Assam. Where was Python dance in the north? Now look at it. 50 human beings. 50 human beings gone. 50 human beings one day in a month gone. In Katsina. In Katsina, the bandits are now saying you must pay 5 million ransom to go to the farm. Now you get farm, but you must pay bandits ransom to go to the farm to harvest your crops. I gave you that news from the Sahara reporters. So the problem was the fact that Buhari refused to handle the extremists with iron hand, and which is seen that Tinubu is now doing, because we must commend him on that. Iron hand, iron fist. Insecurity is not something that you joke with. We must not joke with insecurity now. Because it can affect anybody. It can affect anybody. Insecurity must not be joked with. Now listen. I remember on this platform when I gave you a breaking news. Miyetti Allah chairman Badejo, while he operated these so-called militias, want to bring something to defend them. The federal government did not know about these things. They didn't know. Look at Israel. When Israeli said, and I gave you that information, that they are ready to work with Nigeria to eliminate all forms of insecurity. Israeli military. Instantaneously, Sheikh Ogumi came out and said Israeli military are targeting top Islamic leaders in the north. Under Buhari, do you think that by this time something would not have been popping up? Let us reason. Let's have this conversation. If it was under Buhari, I think this thing would have been popping up. And these are the things that will come here to give you this information. And some of you don't really understand what's happening. So kudos to the Nigerian judiciary. Let him spend years there. 15 years, maybe I'm dead here. They should not be shown mercy. If you as a bandit leader, if you as a bandit, if you as a Boko Haram have not shown mercy to the innocent Nigerian people, they should also not be shown mercy. They must not be shown. It should be that tit for tat. As you have done bad, you must face the consequences. What you have done, you must face the consequences.